Why, hello. I'm here. I don't know why I start these out every morning like that, but I do. It is time to ship. I got up early today. I'm really proud of myself. I've got 40, 40 listings done. I've got like 20 more to do. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day. I'm trying to get ahead. So, life is excellent. And we've got lots of things to, well, not a reasonable amount of things to ship away. I've got 4 things on Poshmark and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things on eBay. So that's not bad. I'm okay with that. It's not 100, but it's 8. It's almost a tenth of 100. But yeah, I've been up since 6, so I got a lot done this morning. Well, I've been working since 6. I got up at like 5:30. And I love having that early morning time. I don't know why, but I really function really well early in the morning, and I didn't used to be like that. I used to be a non-functioning human until 10 a.m., and then I got old, and now I wake up at the butt crack of dawn. What happened to my life? I wanted to talk about best offer today. And it's something that I've been kind of I've been mulling around and wanting to do a video on this for a little while, on negotiating a best offer with your customers, because I see people getting into these like weird power struggles with their customers about best offer, and I think it ends up making your best offer very frustrating for you as a seller. So I my goal is with this is to kind of help you reframe it in your own head, and make it really customer focused and hopefully a positive thing for you. I personally do not use best offer on my listings just because I set my prices at very reasonable prices. I take the average off of Terapeak and call it good for the day. And I don't have time, honestly, to be negotiating back and forth. I have to do it with Poshmark enough, and it's irritating, so I try to avoid it on eBay as much as possible. I do bump up my prices just a smudge on Poshmark to pad it for best offer to be able to make that happen. But anyway, best offer is kind of one of those things that nobody tells you about when you're negotiating with a customer, how best to handle it. There's a huge psychological game that happens with best offer. A customer will make an offer, and quite often they'll send out a lowball offer, and I know that freaks people out, and so they will set up like automatic declines for like low offers. Customers are doing low offers like that, 1, because sometimes people accept them, but 2, because they want to see if you got that auto decline set up on your account. Because what happens is they put in a lowball offer. Let's say you have something listed for $20. They put in an offer for like $5 for it. They don't expect to get it for $5. They're putting in that offer to see if you have auto decline set up. Because it's irritating if you've got auto decline set up. And honestly, as a customer, I don't usually do a lowball offer. I'll put in what I want. But I've run into situations where people will set their auto decline to be who knows what, because I run out of offers by the time I get up to like within $1 of their asking price. It's absolutely ridiculous. So they don't really want to take a best offer, but they have it on there so they get the bump. And I've dealt with huge sellers, like huge names in the business, that have their best offer set up with their auto decline set really, really high. As a customer, that's a huge turnoff. So don't do that. Put best offer on, but like pad your prices a little bit so people can actually make an offer and get a little bit of a deal. The second thing, so when I did have best offer, I never had auto decline on, ever. I would have auto accept sometimes, but I never put auto decline on. I always countered them manually. So they would know that there's a human behind it, and not just the auto decline that's going to be a pain in the butt for them. And quite often, especially with those low ball offers, as soon as I would counter them at a reasonable counter, not $1 less, don't be a jerk about it, then they would come back with a much more reasonable offer, or they would accept my counter. They just wanted to know that they were dealing with a real person. So the second part of it is, and this is hard for people to get past, is psychologically, you want to give them room to win. When you're negotiating, they want to make a deal and they want it to be on their terms. They don't want it to be on your terms. And as a seller, you need to set them up so they win on their terms, because as a customer, it ends up being this weird power struggle. How many times have we gotten into setting up best offer, or like negotiating with a customer over best offer, and ending up fighting with them over $1 or $2, and realizing that it's more about a power struggle at that point than whether or not, I mean, like $1, really? Are you fighting over $1? That's just silly. So, and granted, they're fighting over $1 too, because you're both trying to win. Well, your job as a seller is to let them win. So the way I always did my best offers is I would, if I had to counter, okay, so let's say I have a $20 item, I need to make like at least $15 off of it. That's my bottom. They make a $10 offer on it, which is quite common. Half off offers are like the beginning of the negotiation. So $20 item, customer makes a $10 offer on it. I'm going to come back slightly higher than where I want to be. I'm not going to put my bare bones last price down there. And it's tempting to do, but what you end up doing is immediately pushing your customer into that power struggle. So I want to give them a little bit of wiggle room. So if I counter them at, because remember, $15 is my lowest. So if I counter them at 17, so it's listed at 20 and I counter them at 17, they can come back in and have room to come back in with an offer that's within my range, $14, $15, $16. If I come back in at 15, they're going to come back at 12, because they want to win this negotiation. If you come in at your lowest rate, they're going to come back in lower than what you want to get for it, and they've won. So you have to kind of manipulate that negotiation to make sure that they win. And I know that's like, it freaks people out, because you have to swallow a little bit and let them win. And sometimes you lose $1 on it, but you can't be a greedy bitch. Sometimes you need to like just let it go and let the $1 happen and give them the $1. So if they come in at 14 and your bottom is 15, are you going to fight with them over $1? Is it worth it to you to lose that sale and potentially have that item sitting on your shelf for the next 6 months because of $1? $1. $1. Just think about it. So when you're negotiating, one, you want to negotiate and don't don't just automatically decline things. Always counter on that first one, because a lot of times they're just looking to see if you're a bot, and have auto decline set up. Two, don't set your auto decline setup so you are knocking everybody out of the park. That's irritating and really bad customer service. Three, set your customer up for winning. So when you counter an offer, make sure that you're giving them room to come back in with another counter that lets them win. Sometimes they'll just accept your offer. But a lot of times they still want to win that deal. And with that kind of personality, you have to give them room to do that within your structure of how much you need to make for that item. So let them win. Let them win. It's not a big deal. So give them room to win within your price range, but you can manipulate that back and forth to be able to get the price that you want and still let them win. And then four, don't be a greedy bitch. If it's $1 or $2, and if $1 or $2 makes a difference in your bottom line, you need to be looking at your business as far as your price points and so on and so forth. But if it's a matter of $1, give it to them. Who cares? It means that item is out the door, you've got cash for it, and you're able to go buy new stuff with it. So, and you have room. So keep things moving in your store. So that's my spiel. That's the thing I've been thinking about for the last probably couple years. But that's my rant for the day about best offer. As I was negotiating with somebody this morning over on Poshmark, who started out with a $3 offer for me, because they do the same thing on Poshmark. They're more obnoxious on Poshmark, I've noticed, than they are on eBay, but that's neither here nor there. It's the same kind of negotiations. And I'll try to always let the customer win, always. So, and then you win some and you lose some. So sometimes you counter them because you have to, because they've given you a ridiculous offer and they never counter you back. That's the risk of countering an offer. So if they make a reasonable offer, take it. Let them win. Who cares? If it's $1 off your lowest price, or if it is at your lowest price, take the offer. Don't be greedy. Okay, so let's do our sales for the day. If you're new to my channel, I do rant occasionally, and we go through everything that I sold in the last 24 hours. So that's what I do. If you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button, because I'm here every day. Okay, so the first thing that sold, this is kind of exciting. I'm happy to sell this. This was part of a haul that I did a couple of weeks ago. Remember this little moto jacket? I had it hanging up because it's faux leather and I didn't want it to get too creasy before I sent it out. It's Topshop. And it sold on Poshmark. It's a size 6. It's faux leather. But it's like a little moto jacket. It sold on Poshmark for $43. So I was pretty happy with that one. All right, R126. This one has not been listed very long. This is a 9 West blouse. It's a kind of an evening blouse. It's got split sleeves, so it's split all the way down, long sleeve with like little pearls up the side. I think I might have hauled this a couple weeks ago. It sold on Poshmark for $11, so not a ton. 9 West is a great brand in the store, but not such a great brand for resale, so I was happy with that. B16. This one was a bundle sale, so let me grab the other one too. H128. Alright, I'm missing it. Oh, there it is. It was H228. I wrote down the wrong number. Okay, so this is a bundle order. I've not lost anything in 3 years, so I can always find it eventually. This is 2 items. This is a Banana Republic top or sweater, really thin knit sweater, in gray and red stripes. And then this is this is a newish one. This is an Ann Taylor Loft top, polyester with sheer sleeves. So those sold as a bundle for $25 for the 2. So, you know, not bad. It wasn't horrible. And then those will go out today. And that's it for my Poshmark sales. I'm gonna flip my paper. Sorry I got in your way. Okay. Next up, T128. Alright, this is an O'Neill women's kind of westerny. Western's coming back in again. Even more than it was. Like, it was kind of in early summer, but it's coming in a bigger way, I've noticed, the last couple of weeks. So this is an O'Neill medium snap button. It's got, you can see the embroidery on the back. Long sleeve shirt. Sold for, I've had it up since August 17th. Oh, and I forgot to write the sold prices on my eBay listings. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. You would think I would have this down by now. I don't know. Sorry. But for you, it was like not a break because I just turned my video thing off, but I'm a dork. Okay, so that O'Neill shirt sold for $10.44 plus $5.50 shipping, so $15.94 was the total on that one. Okay. All right, next is T119. This is an Echo Unlimited. This is a terrible brand for me. I can't sell these worth crap. I've had this, how long have I had this? Since August of last year. I went through a phase where I was like picking these up thinking they were cool. I don't know why. People don't wear the graphics anymore like this. A little bit of Roar, you can get away with like Roar. A little bit of Affliction. Echo, not so much. So this sold for $10.39. Like I said, it's been listed since August of last year. $17.99 for shipping because it's going to Germany. I don't use GSP, I ship directly. So $28.38 is the total on it. All right. This is a super heavy fleece-lined flannel shirt. These are very chunky. It's Boston Traders. They're super chunky, super, like, they're like a flannel jackety type thing. And I've never seen anything from Boston Traders that didn't have that fleece lining in it, so it's they're kind of known for that. This has been listed since August, and it was actually listed since I think the beginning of summer-ish, and then it sold, and then it got returned because it didn't fit. So this is a resale. So it's been listed since August. Sold for $13.49 plus $7.99 shipping, so $21.48 was the total on this one. Let's see. I won 40. way over here. This is a Land's End. Not a great brand. Land's End is a catalog brand, but they don't do great for me. Price-wise, they don't do great. But it's a good shirt. They do really good quality, but not great prices. Land's End mock turtleneck in a large women's. Sold for $7.69 plus $5.50 shipping, so $13.19. F-117. These I hauled. Did I haul these? No, I did not. These are some overalls, like bib overalls. I don't normally sell kids, but these are like a big kid youth. And they were sent in a reseller box. So I'm thinking I might start selling these because they sold for a really pretty decent price. Like I said, I don't sell kids wear, but if I can find, like, I'm seeing a market in things like overalls in the bigger sizes, or jackets that are a little bit like good quality jackets. So like the North Face or Patagonia or things like that. So I might start dabbling in kids wear. Maybe. Okay, but these sold right away. I've had them listed since the 2nd of September. They sold for $18.99 plus $7.99 shipping. So $26.98. They're like an extra large, which is like a 14-16 in Gap. So big, not 14-16 women's, but like 14-16 big kids. So that was good. That made me happy. I think they sell on the Gap website for like $50, so it's a good deal for the customer too. Always like to give the customers a good deal. A28. This is Greg Norman for Tasso Elba. It's a fleece jacket. It sold for $13.59. $7.99 shipping, so $21.58. So this is a good sale. Oh, this one's funny. Okay. This is this one's funny. This is a Jazzercise t-shirt. There's something I don't know what. Anyway, it just says dance will shape you and Jazzercise. It's a little there's some kind of pop culture reference. There goes my alarm. Sorry. There's some kind of pop culture reference, and I can't remember what it is, for Jazzercise. Somebody tell me down below. Anyway, so this little t-shirt, I found a bunch of these like Jazzercise t-shirts at the thrift store, so I bought a bunch of them. I sold all of them. I think this is my last one. So they were all different kinds. It was kind of weird. So this has been listed for a long time, though. This has been listed for 2 years. It sold for $8.99 plus $5.50 shipping, so $14.49 was the total on that one. It was before I started putting dates on things, so it's at least 2 years old. Oops. Too long. All right, last thing. Last one. These sold this morning. These are some Eddie Bauer shorts, women's shorts. Shorts are still selling for me, along with fleece and coats And I'm still selling tank tops and shorts. So 'tis the season for all the weirdness. But these are some Eddie Bauer. Again, that Bermuda length. Not the shorty shorts, but the Bermuda length. They sold for $9.89 plus $5.50 shipping, so $15.39 was the total on these. So they're going to Arizona, so it makes sense that this person might be hunting for shorts in September, almost October. So anyway, that's it. That's what I got. That's the end of my shipping. I hope everybody's having a really good day, because I'm having a good day so far. I'm really happy that I got up early. That makes me feel like I've gotten a big chunk of my day out of the way before I have to like ship and do some other stuff. And I really want to work on some other projects this afternoon that are not eBay listing related, but some other side projects that are money making activities. So that will be fun. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Gonna try all the things. That's my plan. But hopefully you're having great sales and you're listing today, or photographing today, or I don't know, doing something today. Don't forget to get up and move around today a little bit, because it's good for you, and drink lots of water, because it's really good for you. If you drink lots of water, it guarantees that you'll get up lots, because you'll be peeing all day. Just saying, you can kill two birds with one stone. So like what you do is you drink lots of water and then you just jog to the bathroom. Get your workout in at the same time. Every hour, you're up and moving. All right. When you live alone and you're a reseller, so you work from home, you have to learn how to entertain yourself. And so I'm the funniest person in the room, frankly, at all times. So I crack myself up. Have a good day, guys. I will see you tomorrow.